G'day guys, how's it going? My name is CJ. It's been a while since I've uploaded any videos. I've been away in Vietnam and work's been a little bit crazy. But today I couldn't help myself but talk to you guys about this. The 2017 iPad Pro in its new 10.5 inch size. So come on, let's take a look. So the unboxing experience for this iPad is pretty similar to all others. One difference you'll immediately see is the life-size photo of the iPad itself plastered across the front. Then, after a few shakes of the box, you'll get into the goodness inside, containing the iPad Pro itself, some paperwork, lightning cable and power adapter, pretty standard stuff. Straight away you'll see that the 10.5 inch Pro keeps the same design language. It's a slab of smooth aluminium, shiny chamfered edges, and a large glass front housing the new and absolutely stunning ProMotion display. But we'll get onto that a little bit later. If you've got last year's 9.7 inch Pro, iPad Air 2, or even this year's base model iPad to compare, you'll notice that this Pro model is slightly taller by 1cm and slightly wider at 0.5 cm on the side. All of this whilst being able to squeeze in a display that's almost a whole inch larger than the previous model. This then is an iPad with the highest screen to bezel ratio than any other iPad, including the newer 12.9 inch Pro. It's also exactly the same thickness as the old model, camera bump included, and only marginally heavier at 469 grams versus 435 grams for the Wi-Fi version. Funnily enough, it's also the same weight as the current base model iPad, but that's where all the similarities end. To start off with, it packs Apple's beefy 64-bit A10X chip, which can compete with some Intel PC chips, and 4GB of RAM. What this means is that this iPad absolutely screams without a hint of lag or shudder. Multitasking is a breeze. Throw any high-fidelity 3D game or CPU-intensive app and it still shines. And speaking of games, the 4-speaker system seen in previous models is here again, but will make any game you play plenty immersive with clear, crisp and loud audio. It lacks a tiny bit on the low end, but makes up for it in leaps and bounds with its overall performance. It definitely beats out unidirectional speakers that you can find in the base model iPad and the older iPad Airs. Now, running with the theme of immersion, you simply can't go past what is probably this iPad's signature feature, the display. It's a 10.5 inch 2224 by 1668 pixel Retina True Tone P3 ProMotion display that's fully laminated with anti-reflective coating. And if that name didn't make you think quality, then I don't know what will, because this display is absolutely stunning. It looks like it sits right at the surface of the glass, and when you combine that with the 120Hz ProMotion display, you have a fluid user experience that you can't really find anywhere else. The 120Hz technology makes exploring the UI smooth as butter. You can easily and clearly track text as you scroll, and if you're a creative person, this iPad coupled with the Apple Pencil makes for a super smooth drawing or painting experience with improved responsiveness, making it feel almost as if you were putting pen to paper. Now, I haven't thought of the user experience in iOS devices to be slow and jerky since maybe when I installed iOS 8 onto the iPad 2, but evidently after using this iPad, every device without a 120Hz screen just seems, well, jerky now. It doesn't come across the screen in video well because, as you know, these videos are usually shot in 25 or 30 frames per second. But if I were you, I'd definitely go and check one out at your Apple store and watch as your own eyes light up green with envy. And speaking of light, the camera has seen a massive upgrade in that it houses the same technology as the iPhone 7. It has the same 1.8 aperture wide angle lens and captures these photons with the same optically stabilized 12 megapixel sensor. So that means crisper document scans, better looking holiday photos from your parents or grandparents, and 4K video for when you need to take 4K video with your iPad. Facetiousness aside, The iPad's camera is excellent, and the selfie camera has also been bumped up to 7 megapixels for your crisp photo booth shots and FaceTime calls. It still packs the smart connector pads on the side for different accessories, one of them being Apple's smart keyboard cover. I'm keen to test one of these out and interested to see if this iPad can be used as a primary PC for more than just consuming media, assuming that's the purpose of the Pro name. And then finally, it packs a solid 30.4 watt-hour battery that with casual use easily hits Apple's claim of 10-hour all-day battery life. So overall, what we have here is an expensive iPad that starts at $979, but it remains an incredible example of an iPad that probably makes a better claim to be a Pro device now more than ever. Though we'll have to wait for iOS 11 until we can really judge, since iOS 10 is still somewhat limited. The new iPad Pro has the best tablet screen ever, one of the fastest chips currently available, great sound, and battery to last for days. So should you buy this? If all you're going to do is surf the web, check some emails, and do casual media consumption, then no. You should go for the base model iPad, which you can get for half the price of the Pro. If you're planning on getting it for productivity and getting shit done, well, you could probably wait for that as well until iOS 11 is out, because with iOS 10 currently, it wouldn't replace a laptop. But if you're a creative professional who could get serious mileage out of the Pencil and iOS's offerings, then go for it. So what do you guys think? Do you think the iPad Pro could be a viable laptop replacement? Do let me know in the comments section below. If you like this video, be sure to smash the like button, and if you haven't already, do consider subscribing. As always, thank you so much for watching this video, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Say good day to your mum for me. Cheers.